Welcome everyone to our episode 54 of our podcast Cultivating a New Generation. In today's episode of Drops of Wisdom, we are going to discuss and analyze the book The Practicing Mind by Thomas Sterner, and we are going to talk about how to put all your knowledge in practice. It is not about just consuming information. It is not just about the things that you are watching or listening. It is more about all of the things that you are doing in your life with that kind of knowledge, with applying the things, with living your life according to your own standards, and be free of these expectations, comparisons, and disguises that you create in order to fit into certain groups in a culture that is designed to compare us, that is designed to mold us to perform according to trends and artificial success. Of course that we know and we feel the pressure. What you know probably for many people might not seem relevant unless you put it into practice, unless you give these practical tips, unless you do something with the information. So let's start knowing how are we going to do that. Therefore, the more you develop practical but thoroughly documented tools that you already know in theory, that you already read, that you already watch, that you already even experience, the easier your life becomes and you become immune to the external noise. So let's unpack this kind of information to really make it practical. Because we raise our expectations of ourselves, that's why we never feel satisfied. And why we raise these expectations, because we want to comply with what other people expect from us. Because we want to comply with this avatar that we created in order to fit into certain social paradigms or into certain groups, or according to your bio or your titles or whatever it is, your accolades that you have achieved throughout time. All of those things is something that happens and is the one flaw that all humans share. They are always striving for ideas, always striving to compete and to have more, in spite of not enjoying what they already have. So we've all got a picture in our minds of what is that perfect life, and many times that's why, as it doesn't fit with the reality, we feel worse. But that is just a picture that was programmed in your mind by these media platforms and by all of this news, noise, and even movies, of course, that they have imprinted us with these patterns of the society. So how can we escape from this kind of anxiety that we just created? Because it is not anybody's fault. It's your own way of witnessing life, of witnessing and your life. You are not supposed to be interested or in viewing other people's life, and let alone compare to them. So to cut out anxiety by focusing on the progress is living in the present and the progress of your own time, the progress of your own goals, the progress of your own milestones. So in spite of having this pressure of all the media, of all the platforms, for all the things that you are witnessing, you need to have some time for you and to really ask the questions: what is it that I want to achieve in this moment? Just in this moment, how can I do my work that I'm doing better? How can I be more present? Imagine that you detach, or I detach from myself right now, and I am watching from here, from above, what I'm doing what I'm giving and speaking and trying to help people with this kind of summary and this kind of conversation. If I do this, I detach from the emotions that I probably am feeling when I'm speaking, and I detach from the pressure of complying because I'm just witnessing something. I'm just watching an episode of what is happening. So by doing that, you are more aware of the things that you can tweak, of the things that you can improve, of the things that you didn't say or could have said. And for the next time, you will do it much better. But just by doing this space in moment, in time, so stop the rush, because rushing for things is what creates the anxiety and the comparison, and you are always trying to reach for more. How else can you do this? Simplify your tasks and take your time to make your goals achievable. So dividing the things into very small pieces, just like when you are going to run a marathon, you are not going to think when training for running to a marathon of the 42 kilometers that you need to run. You are not going to say, well, I'm missing 40, I'm missing 39, I'm missing 38. You are not going to do it like that, because it's going to be very painful and you are going to suffer every training that you do. You are going to achieve that by simply dividing the things and, for example, in 1 week, running 3 kilometers. That's the goal for the week. Making runs, 2 or 3 runs of 3 kilometers. That's it. You accomplish that, you feel good for that, you enjoy the 3 kilometers, and that's it. Next week, you increase it to 5. And 5 kilometers, and you do it, you enjoy the 5, and you don't think about anything else. You are just doing 5 kilometers that week. That's all you have to do. Next week, 6 kilometers or 7. And like that, until you get to almost 30 or 35 kilometers. And that's enough to train for a marathon. With 30 or 35 kilometers, you are ready to stand or to run 42. And you are just going to be thinking in the kilometer that you are running. You are just going to enjoy that run. That's the magic of being in the present. And the pressure of not living in the present is always wanting more. Is always wanting to do more things, and achieve more things, and create more views, and compare with other people because you don't have enough likes, and compare with other people because you don't have enough things, etc. So that rush of life makes you not even remember what you had for breakfast today, and makes you not live your life, but just being in automatic pilot. So who's living your life? This avatar that you created to compare with other people, to feel pressure because of these tendencies and trends and society impositions? What is the life that you are living? The life that other people design for you, or the life that you are designing every single day for you? What else can you do? You can do in slow motion, let's say, observe, correct, and it's all about monitoring and responding to your own behavior. As I made the example, if you detach from yourself and you are witnessing what you are doing, what you are speaking, what you are saying, and how are you behaving in this moment, then you take a step back and you are able to correct in real time, and you are able to not worry about the future or not regret about the past, but really enjoy what you are doing in the moment. Observing effectively is detaching from emotions too, and from judge, because you can make mistakes and you will make mistakes. And it's about just realizing what kind of mistakes you did and make it better for the next time. So how can I summarize this wisdom that we spoke today? The first phrase that I can give you is, we've all got a picture in our minds of what we believe is a perfect life, and it is not our picture, making our real lives seem inadequate by comparison. So stop comparing with any other people and create your own picture and drawing and visualization process. Second quote is putting our end goal aside and not worrying about the end product for a moment and concentrating on what you are doing in the moment and in the process. That's the way we'll go through the task and achieve the thing and feel and reward yourself. That's the way you are going to see progress. That's the way you are going to feel satisfaction, and that's the way you are going to make yourself happier by absorbing that dopamine response that you created, and you will feel more motivated and above motivation, inspired than ever with your own life, just by doing the things in the moment in small pieces and not taking pressure of the things that you are doing, just taking your time to do the things and enjoying anything that you are doing. If you don't enjoy any kind of task because you are in a job and you have to do sometimes things that you don't really enjoy, just try to put some music that makes you think in other things while you perform this task that is just mechanical, and just let your mind and let your own progress go into that task that you are not enjoying, and then you will get to your next task that you are going to enjoy and that you are going to make it much better and with a lot more inspiration. So I hope that this discussion and summary can make you think about your life and make you want to make a pause and enjoy and witness your life, and write down some important questions about what is it that you really want to be free of and not compare with and enjoy from your own life. Thank you very much for paying attention. Have a wonderful Wednesday afternoon, and we will listen to each other on our next episode. Bye.